So halacha l'maaseh, people asked what time is the best time to light. The earliest time to light, especially in the shul, that the Plag Mincha is something that people live by, and that's around, I think, 3:30. So Plag Mincha is the earliest time to light, but it's very much b'diavad. It's certainly not the best time, and even if you daven Plag. The other times which are more correct is either by the Shkia or by Tzeitzah Kechavim. Shulchan Aruch holds Tzeitzah Kechavim. Some hold, like Ramosh and Rabban Zichronim Livrocha, many Gedolim held that in order to incorporate both opinions of Shkia and Tzeitzah Kechavim, that they did 15 minutes before Tzeis, which would come out around 5 o'clock. So, of course, a mitzvah like this that the Rambam says, mitzvah chaviva me'od, we want to try to be able to do the mitzvah as best as we can. And there's so much emphasis on the mitzvah itself of being behidel, to do it in the most beautifying way. And yet, of course, when there's something so powerful, you're gonna have all the different challenges. So you're gonna have the parties, and you're gonna have the traveling, and you're gonna have the oils and the wicks and all the different things. So first thing we have to know is the ikar of shalom bayis, and it's not because I'm the rabbi and I'm speaking about shalom bayis. This is the Gemara and the Rambam, and a story with the Chafetz Chaim's Rebbe. So someone asked me the following shaila, which happens quite often. Someone wants to light. He happens to be home, the wife is coming home later. So he asked me, should he wait till his wife comes home, or should he write on time? So since, first of all, the Ramah says today we're not medakdek in being exactly on the right time. In fact, even in yeshivas, there were great yeshivas and great rabbanim and rosh yeshivas that said to the students, don't leave yeshiva early, continue learning at light when you come home. But similar to this idea that timing is not as it was in the old days when it was lit outside, especially in Chutz Aretz. So there's a story with Rabbi Nechumke's Rebbe. Rabbi Nechumke's the Chafetz Chaim's Rebbe. What happened? The students watched him, and of course, usually he would light on time. And one night he was waiting and waiting and waiting and waiting. Suddenly there was a knock on the door. His wife came home. Fine. When you come home, you're supposed to knock before. That's actually based on Maseches Derech Eretz. You don't. That's already a nice minute to teach the kids too. You don't walk into a house without knocking on the door first. Anyway, she walks in. So Rav Nechumke gets up, makes the bracha, lights, and gevaldik. So the students asked the Rebbe, it's so interesting that you waited until your wife came home. Usually you're very careful to light on time. So Rav Nechumke was the Chafetz Chaim's Rebbe. He said that this is a Gemara. This is explicit in the Gemara itself. Why? The Gemara discusses a person that only has enough money to either have the candles of Hanukkah or the candles of Shabbos. So you would think Hanukkah is Pirsum Nisa, it's publicizing the miracle. It's something that's so heavy, and as we say from the Rambam, it's a mitzvah chaviva me'od. But nevertheless, the Gemara says that shalom bayis trumps, meaning since the candles on Shabbos are for shalom bayis, therefore Shabbos comes first. So Rav Nechumke said, you see clearly that if it's a choice between Hanukkah or shalom bayis comes first. And the Rambam also in the end of Hilchos Chanukah ends off that the Racheda Chinom Chonis Yivasashom, it's paths of a peace, that the ikar is shalom bayis, to have shalom in the home, and therefore no matter what happens when it comes to the spilling of the oil and the wicks not lighting and the glass breaking and the parties and everything else, avada, you should ask a shayla if you have a complication. But the most important thing is to say, I saw it's worth that you should say, whatever happens is for the best. Every time something happens specifically by the oil, it's a chance and a test to work on the shalom and work on the shalom bayis. And when a person works in it, it brings down ashpaz and shalom into the home. And Alvai should be zeicha that it should be the malam in ateva, like the Maharal says, which maybe we'll speak about tomorrow. Have an amazing, sweet, lichtika, happy, joyful, and peaceful Chanukah.